What is up, guys? It is Dav here, back at you again today with another video. Again, as you can see, I'm on Miami. Lovely little map. Yeah, we'll get on to what my opinion on this map is towards the end of this video. So today is my opinions video. What I'm going to be talking about today, I've come up with 5 sort of points that I'm going to be talking about. So I'm going to be starting off, once this gameplay starts, with the overall gameplay of the game, how I felt it played out. Coming in after that, I'll be talking about the maps, like overall layouts, how quickly the maps play, stuff like that. Then I'll be going into class setups, so talking about how the new gunsmith system works, how I feel it is, and the overall use of perks and wildcards that are now in the game. After that, we're going into gunplay, so that'll be the overall sort of like how the guns work, how they play out, and personally I think they play out very well, so that's going to be a good little topic to talk about. And then I'm going to be giving my overall opinion. I will try and wiggle in some kill streak stuff in as well. The overall opinion, I'll probably talk about kill streaks a little bit. So yeah, getting on into this gameplay. So first of all, as I said, I want to talk about the overall gameplay of the game. So starting off, I want to talk about the movement of this Call of Duty. Personally, for me, I feel like the movement is brilliant. Your character doesn't run too slow. There's no tactical sprint like Modern Warfare, so you can't get that speed boost straight off the bat, but you don't really need it. You can mantle pretty fast, as you can see there, and like the overall movement of the players is not bad at all. The only bad thing that I found about movement in this game is the fact that you can't drop shot. But apparently they are bringing out an attachment in the full game that allows you to be able to drop shot. So if you are a tryhard, we'll say, at the game, and you drop shot a lot, the best way at the moment, until or if they bring out that attachment, would be to jump shot, which is obviously just shooting, and whilst you're shooting, just start spamming the jump button and get that jump off. Personally, I feel like the pace of the game was very good as well. So like every game really, like there's something going on. You don't really see many campers, and that all links in towards the perks, which I will explain a bit later on. As you see here, I'm doing pretty well in this gameplay. This is the AK-47 as well, by the way. Very good AR. This is probably one of my better gameplays as well. So moving on now. Overall, the gameplay of this game, for me, feels like an old Call of Duty. Now, a lot of people have been saying the gameplay of this feels terrible. That is because I believe they have forgotten what the old Call of Duties feel like. Because obviously we had 3 years with different movement systems, then it went back to boots on the ground, and it just felt different. This one, they've rolled it back old school, like the old Black Ops games, like Modern Warfare 2, all games like that. It just feels brilliant in my personal opinion. And that is what I think of that. So moving on now, I'm going to talk about some of the maps in the game. I'm going to go over each 3 map layouts of the game. So start off with Miami. Miami is the worst map. I just need to say, it's the worst 6v6 map. It's the worst 6v6 map. Just to clarify, I'm only talking about 6v6 maps because I didn't play Combined Arms, which is a 12v12 mode. But yeah, this is the worst 6v6 map. It is the Piccadilly from Modern Warfare of Black Ops Cold War, in my personal opinion. It looks nice, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, look at it, it looks brilliant. The colours are off the chart. It looks very, very nice. But it's too big for a 6v6 map, in my opinion. Like, it feels more like it could do well for 10v10 modes. So that's my opinion on that one. I mean, it's still kind of free laned, but there's a bit there's like shortcuts through each lane, and it's just a bit, there seems to be too many ways to get around to the flanks, and you just get absolutely overwhelmed, and it sometimes becomes not fun, even though about 90% of my videos on this alpha have come off of Miami. I don't know why. I seem to play well on the map, but I just don't like it, in my personal opinion. Moving on into Satellite. Satellite is the desert map. Perfectly free laned. You have your obviously middle lane, which kind of goes underneath into a little sort of canyon. Right hand lane is kind of where the satellite and the B flag is sort of situated. You have a little top bit that you can walk across, and then obviously that right hand side has got more, it's more for close quarters sort of combat. Both the spawns have a lot of decent positions to hold down if you're a sniper or if you're just someone that sits back a bit. And then the left hand side is that massive open desert sort of bit, which is a sniper's dream because it's just so easy for snipers to do well. It's also very easy though for even SMG players to get up close and personal, because there are obviously the dips in the sand dunes. You have to weave in and out of them, so it can make it difficult for snipers. So that map is perfectly suited for almost anyone, in my personal opinion. Coming up to my favourite map though, it's called Moscow. Brilliant little map. Literally, it is the definition of an old 3-lane map. You have one side which is full of like buses and bus stops. It's kind of outdoorsy. It's a bit what you'd say is kind of like the long range engagement area of the map. Middle section, it has a nice little statue in the middle. It's where the B flag is on domination, and it's perfect for close quarters combat. It's very, very fun. Good for any sort of player though, mostly, but you'd most likely see an SMG player rocking around there, or an AR player holding up one of the head camp positions around it. Left hand side of that map, it's kind of like the right hand side but not as stretched out, so it makes for a very, very good game, that map as well. So as I say, Miami, not the greatest map. It's not awful, but in my opinion I just don't like it. It could be made better is what I'm trying to say, but obviously the devs, they think it's good, and who am I to argue with them too much? It's just my opinion. I'm not going to argue with what they've made. As far as I'm concerned, they've made a brilliant game. Moving on into classes then now. For the classes, personally, Gunsmith, absolutely brilliant. I love it. It tells you this year what percentage your guns do. So one attachment will do like maybe plus 15% recoil, another one will minus 15% recoil. It's very, very good. Wildcards, brilliant. There's one that gives you 6 perks, so you can pick from any of the classes and have 6 perks. Another one will give you, it gives you like a full weapon slot of attachments, so you can have 8 attachments on a gun. Where you can pick between 8 attachment slots, but you can only have 5. This wildcards allow you to have all 8. So personally, the classes for me, absolutely brilliant. The perks, very good. They've brought back Ninja. Only thing I need to say about Ninja, it needs to be made a bit more quieter with the footsteps, because you can still hear people really, really easy. Gunplay, as you've seen in my AR and all these gameplays, the gunplay plays really well. You can get around maps quickly with almost any gun, and the majority of the guns in the alpha were kind of laser beams, so it was very, very fun to use them. So overall, my opinion, the alpha was a great success for me. I feel like it's going to be a very good game. I'm hoping that the changes they make in the beta aren't going to be too drastic, and that they're just going to be focusing on bugs and maybe a couple of movement changes, like maybe they might add the drop shot thing. As you see, we win the game there. So that is the end of this video today, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, leave a dislike and a comment telling me how to improve the videos. And other than that, please subscribe with notifications turned on. It's been your boy, it's Dav. Peace out, guys.